live. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And my new adopted dog, Benny. In this video, if you've been following along, you know that now that I'm turbocharged, the car's much faster. I max out fifth gear at 130 miles an hour at Road Atlanta. Road Atlanta has a long straightaway, and I literally cruising for half of it. So the problem I'm trying to solve is making the gears taller, longer, really just getting more speed out of each gear, because I'm not pulling or flooring it in sixth gear at the track. So here in front of me is a 2001 to 2005 IS300 rear differential out of a manual transmission car. This is a 373 LSD. Torsion kind of like what's already in the car. The gears in the car, I believe factory, are 410, 411. So this is a 373. I'm hoping to see roughly around 12 to hopefully maybe 14 mile an hour, more mile an hour out of each gear, but fifth gear. So instead of maxing out around 130, it should be mid 140s, I'm hoping. And with a slightly taller tire, maybe closer to 150, might have to extend the RPMs a little bit to do that. So yeah, so this is out of a, like I said, 2001, 2005 IS300 manual, and it should bolt right in with no issues. I've already pulled one of the little axle stubby things out. I will do that now. Take like this is like an adjustable axle puller. Just kind of go right here. Careful. Oh, and it comes out. And you have this piece here. I'm not sure if we're gonna need it, based off of the axles from factory. So there's that. All right, so first things, definitely gotta drain the fluid out of the diff that's in the car. We gotta make room, so we gotta remove the exhaust. I started to loosen it. Jack up the car high enough to get under there, and we want to be able to still rotate the wheels because you gotta turn the drive shaft. The drive shaft, I have a carbon fiber one, and I use some Loctite when I tighten everything up, so it's probably gonna be a pain in the butt to do that. Just use the e-brake, throw it in gear if you have to. So let's drain the diff, pull the exhaust out, and then we'll get to the other steps. I also have a super magnet. This is the dimple, I believe it is. I don't know if the camera's focusing on that. I'll clean it up, but I'm gonna be swapping this magnet into the new diff. But as you can tell, the fluid looks brand new because, again, maintenance. I feel like I do the trans and differential, oh gosh, maybe every 3 to 4 track events. I feel like coming up soon I'm going to be doing quite a bit of maintenance. Again, just kind of checking everything, fluids. I already did the coolant, wheel bearings, studs, bolts, stuff like that. We gotta check. But anyway, we're gonna let this drain. While this is draining, I've already started to loosen up the exhaust. I just gotta take it off of one hanger, and then we should be able to get this out of the way. Now that we drained that, which by the way, this drain bolt was a 17 millimeter. Oh, sorry if that was loud. I will adjust the audio. All right, so that piece is out, which will let us lower the diff when that time comes. Next thing we're gonna do, I've already started because it was a pain in the butt. I've pulled the dry shaft bolts off, and if you can tell, I don't know if you can see that if it zooms in or focuses on the bolt. I use Loctite. I believe it was the orange bottle, which is, I think it's the removable one. Dry shaft, the 4 bolts are out. Exhaust, this is drained. Next, the sway bar's in the way. I believe these are 17 millimeters here. There's 2 here, 1 here. I have the white line subframe or diff bushings here and then under here. So we're gonna loosen these up next and then start to loosen up the actual diff itself. I'm gonna get a jack to kind of support it, kind of pop or loosen up the axles a little bit, and then we're just gonna kind of lower it out of the car. I had to loosen up this side of the sway bar, pull this clamp off in order to pull these bolts out far enough to loosen the differential. I have the jack under there now. Sway bar still kind of tight, but it gave me a 1/2 inch of clearance, and again, this is loose. Next, I'm gonna try to see if I can use that same tool and pop the axles just a little bit, at least try to break them free. And then those 2 bolts, which it's either 17 or 19 millimeter, 3/4 inch. So let me try that now. That's 1. Once I loosen this, everything's gonna be all on the jack, so hopefully I got it balanced enough. Oh, no I don't. I think it looks like it's coming loose. Let me get on that side. All right. The footage wasn't any good. I thought the axles were kind of popped. They were not. So I had to take this, beat them out, and they came out with a couple good hits. And that lowered the whole thing. Doing this by yourself, you probably need someone to help you just control the jack, support it, maybe get a board or something. Either way, she's out. Wasn't too big of a deal. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of compare the 2 and just look at the hardware. I will say 373 diff versus this. It tapers here where this is threaded. Basically same size. Lexus one might be a tad bit longer. The bushings on the bottom, about the same, a little different. I just wanted to show you before we install them how identical they are. You gotta figure, I mean, close to what? This is the 22, so almost 20 years. And pretty much identical differentials. Another difference, I'm just gonna call them like little top hats. This is the GR, this is the IS300. The axles, these pieces that I took off of the old axles that were here, I'm just reusing. The stock axles have their own like little cover, so no need for these. I could have sworn this was an insert. It is an insert. This is part of the white line insert. Forgive me, my memory's going bad. It was like almost melted. Huh. Interesting. I need to see. I wonder if maybe this is from the exhaust, because it is kind of baked on there. This side doesn't have anything. So I'm pretty sure this is part of the white line kit. Yeah, you can tell it just got hot. I don't know if the diff's getting that hot, but anyway, it slides in here. I'm just gonna throw it on for now. It goes something like this. Let me take this one off and show you. These grooves in here should just fit around these grooves, just like that. And it should give you some more support in this bushing. I'm gonna pull this one out, transfer it over here. I'm definitely gonna have to order another set to transfer, because yeah, I'm sure it's gonna help, but I mean, the integrity of this insert looks good in here, just not on that outside where obviously this will clamp on there. So I'm gonna put some lubrication around all this, slide it in, and we should be good to go. This is when you're gonna need a second person, I believe, to help you get it up into his homes. Man, actually it's looking, as of right now, really good. Oh. How's that axle looking over there?
It went a little.
Cool, let's get this one's going in. All right, stop. So really all I'm trying to do is line up these bolts here. Oh, and FYI, guys, if you're doing this swap, you have to use the hardware from the IS300 because of this taper. The holes, the opening, they're bigger. So, all right, do me a favor, jack it up a little bit. All right, right there. I got this one started. Let's see if I can get this one started. And I do, cool. All right, so the diff. I got the top one in. All right, so this is. And I got this one started. Cool. And I think we're good. Let me just kind of snug this. It made it a lot easier. All right, you can lower the jack, take it out. It ain't doing anything now. And you can kill the camera. Everything is in, the exhaust is on. Where that one bushing was getting kind of brittle, I wrapped the exhaust with some exhaust wrap. Had to tap the axles in once they were up in the car, torqued everything. I believe the drive shaft was like 55 foot-pounds. The two main bolts were, gosh, 70 or 76, something like that. Just look them up. They're snug, they're pretty tight. Now we're gonna start the car and just make sure I don't hear any funny noises and anything like that. You know, make sure it doesn't leak, it's not whining or anything. There's that exhaust wrap there. I don't know how well you can see it, but just let it roll in first gear. Nothing funny, no weird noises. So I'm gonna lower the car, put the GoPro on, and drive it.